Next up in my gig rig tutorial series is the Malletstation Editor. With the Malletstation connected to the laptop, we can arrange the layout of the keys, set the octave range, assign pitches or sounds to the gap caps, set up the pedals and faders, regulate the bars, and configure the MIDI settings so communication with our audio and music viewer software can happen. If you haven't already, the first two things to do is upgrade the firmware and regulate the bars. Upgrade the firmware by pulling down from the hardware menu. Regulating the bars will even out the sensitivity across the keyboard. Pearl has a detailed video explaining the process. Next, decide how you want the keyboard laid out. The Malletstation's clever gap cap design allows you to shift the layout. I have C set as the low note, but that can easily be changed to D, E, F, and so forth. We are now ready to build the presets. I use the presets to adjust the layout of the instrument to accommodate pieces that cover different ranges. There are other uses. The presets can also instruct a sound source to change patches or generate a MIDI note. Each preset is saved independently within the editor and on the Malletstation. So when you make changes, you should actually save the file twice. Once using the Save As command, so the preset assignments are stored with the editor, or save if you're working with an existing file, and a second time sending the data to the Malletstation's preset memory. After each preset's adjustments are made, the save process will go something like Save As with a descriptive name, such as C primary, then, with the correct destination button selected, save to Malletstation. In my setup, preset 1 is the default layout with the octave set to 0. My preset 2 shifts bars up an octave. Use the increment arrow to change the octave settings to 1. Save as C octave higher or similar, and then click on destination 2 and save to Malletstation. Preset 3 is 2 octaves higher. Preset 4 is back to the default range with a different gap cap assignment. Thereafter, the saved file can be accessed from the pull-down menu at the top of the window, or with the preset buttons on the Malletstation. Another unique feature on the Malletstation is the system's ability to assign the gap caps to MIDI notes outside the range of the rest of the keyboard. This allows you to assign individual samples to each gap note, or, as in my case, extend the 3-octave range of the instrument. For 3 of my presets, the top gap cap adds a C sharp to the top of the instrument. By clicking on the top gap note on the keyboard diagram, I'm able to assign it to high C sharp by typing 73 into the text box below selected gap 6. For the other presets, the MIDI number must match the adjusted octaves. 85 for 1 octave higher, 97 for 2. In my 4th preset, I used the top cap to generate a D, so MIDI note 74 is entered. The pedals also need to be configured. Click on each pedal's icon to bring up the various settings. For the sustain pedal, Internal sustain is the common option. The dampening feature only works with internal sustain selected. For the switch pedal to work with the main stage backing track transport, type 21 into the CC box, choose CC for the pedal mode, and select channel 1. By default, each preset button sends a MIDI note when pressed. This gives you 4 more triggers for additional sounds for a total of 10 combined with the gap caps. If the preset buttons are just being used to change octaves or send patch changes, the MIDI note feature should be disabled. To do so, delete the number in the note number field, then click on the down arrow to get the off entry. I have the Malletstation sending the MIDI notes, gap cap pitches, faders, and pedal data to channel 1. The Malletstation also receives MIDI data. My PDF music viewer, Fourscore, can store the Malletstation preset number with each song. When I load a music file in Fourscore, the matching keyboard octave and gap cap settings are automatically selected on the Malletstation. I've set Fourscore to send the preset number via channel 10. In order for the Malletstation to hear these instructions, preset select mode and MIDI channel 10 must be selected for each preset. With settings complete, repeat the process above to save the file and send the changes to the Malletstation. The manual explains in detail the other adjustments in the editor. If, after regulation, the keys are over or under sensitive, you can adjust the entire keyboard sensitivity in the playability controls. I have dampening mode selected so I can use vibraphone style mallet dampening technique. The damp threshold defines the level at which the Malletstation decides if a mallet stroke is a dampened or struck note. Adjust up or down as needed. Our Malletstation is ready to go. In my next video, I'll go through my PDF music viewer's settings.